Misogyny and misandry. Misogyny is the hatred of and the prejudice against women or girls, while misandry is the hatred of and prejudice against men or boys, both of them being a form of sexism. The main question is, can someone or something be both misogynistic and misandristic at the same time? Yes. I'd like to explain this through a very popular rom-com anime from 2010 called Kaichou Maid-sama. Kaichou Maid-sama is about a main character, Ayuzawa Misaki, who is a respected student council president at Seika High. Unbeknownst to her classmates, she works part-time at a maid cafe to support her family. Usui Takumi, the main lead, discovers this secret. This anime is loved by many fans, including my sister, who considers it her all-time favorite anime. But what made this anime so popular was its unique concept and the fact that Misaki, unlike other female main characters at that time, was independent, strong, and not naive at all. She broke the mold for shoujo protagonists. Despite its popularity, the show also has its major problems. The two main problems being the portrayal of misogyny and misandry within the anime. One main example of this is how it depicts its female and male characters. All females in this anime except for Misaki are naive, weak, and too nice, while the males, including the male lead, are perverts, good for nothings, and lazy. Every single supporting character is flat, having no depth or meaning to their character except for characters like Hinata Shintani, who had way more depth than the male lead itself, but was forgotten later on. Herself is a very gender biased person and treats males unfairly because she thinks all men are perverts, evil or bad, which in this anime they are, including the male lead Usui. But why does she not hate him? She does hate him in the beginning, but she mellows out to him even though he doesn't really change at all. Throughout the show, he says stuff like "You're just a woman, you're only a woman," and he sexually harasses her on multiple occasions, and is possessive over her, stalks her, and in general is very toxic and misogynistic. And here we have the female lead who's misandristic and the male lead who's misogynistic. Although Misaki gets development and changes her views about males later on, Usui never changes. He still says the same jerk, and whenever he stalks her or sexually harasses her, it's seen as romance or comedy, when these are serious matters which happen in real life. The beach scene makes me question how people even like this ship. In this scene, Usui purposefully plants a hickey on Misaki's back so that she wouldn't go out wearing a bikini. I think it's very iconic that he could walk around the beach with fully unbuttoned shirt and have girls drooling over him while he doesn't approve of Misaki helping out the beach cafe in a bikini. And there are plenty of scenes where Usui had been questionable stuff, but it just gets glossed over the fact that he's the main lead, he's handsome, and he truly understands Misaki, so he can do stuff like these. And I think that bothers me the most is that Misaki is the only character who doesn't feel one-dimensional and is still like terribly written. She is introduced as really strong, independent main character, yet whenever she is in trouble, Usu is always there to save her like a princess. She is eventually watered down into another damsel in distress, just like other female characters in other anime. Also, in the start, we see that she doesn't tolerate rude comments or sexist behavior in any way. However, this attitude seems to shift once Usui comes into the picture. And why is this? Just because he's the male lead? It would at least make sense if Uzi had some good characteristics which she would fall for, but he has no other personality than other than being like the cool guy whose eyes are only for Misaki. And why? Because she's not like other girls. As you keep watching the show, you realize how much of a Mary Sue Misaki is. For some reason, she's always more pretty, more intelligent, more strong than any other female characters in the show. None of the female characters contribute anything to the show, nor do they stand up for themselves against his boys. So all is Misaki saving other girls. Also, hear this out. Misaki started working at the maid cafe to make ends meet, but Usi took advantage of her secret for his own pleasure by asking her to be her personal maid for the day. It hurts my head thinking about how problematic this show is. Usually, when you see someone criticizing a show, people either disagree, agree, or have a neutral stance. But in this case of this fandom, whenever someone has even a slightly bad opinion of this show, all the fans are like, "Stop being a snowflake. It's just a show. It's not even that serious." However, just because it's a show and not realized doesn't make it immune to criticism. We have internet fandoms and all for a reason. Also, I hate it when shows introduce a problem and then give a solution which just makes the problem worse. Just like in the beach scene where the problem is that Uzi doesn't want other guys to rule over Misaki, so he gives her a hug, hickey. Like, come on. And that wasn't even like a main problem. And another example of like this problem is in the beach episode of the anime Oran High School Host Club. I don't want to explain the whole episode, but if you do want to know, you can watch this video by Harriet HLE. I'll link the video in the description. Thank you.